It's time to break the cycle of waste and mess. Time to stop accepting that the way things have been done are the way they should be done. Control-Alt-Delete everything you thought you knew about how to period. We're flipping the script, we're throwing out the book, we're challenging the period status quo. The Diva Cup is eco-friendly, reusable, and offers up to 12 hours leak-free protection. So what are you waiting for? Join the inner revolution with the Diva Cup. The Diva Cup is used for menstrual flow only. Always read and follow the user guide.
Hello, Wildcats. It's your boy Kev, or as they call me in high school in gym class when they pulled down my pants and saw my little wiener ballerina toe dick. And we're just here with another quick disclaimer to let you know that we are a comedy and crime podcast. So even though we do cover a lot of serious cases and true events, we do like to throw in some dark humor and inappropriate jokes every now and then. So just a heads up. And a special thank you to everyone that has sent us some Christmas presents. That was super awesome. We had some listeners that sent us some cool shit. So thank you very much, and we hope that everyone had a happy holiday, and we hope you all enjoy this episode. So thank you all for listening. Be good, stay safe, and laugh at the dark stuff. Hashtag Wildman.
Funny thing about time keeps on flowing, but there's not some time, that's diarrhea 5 in the morning.
All right, fellas, like we practiced.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Come on down. Come on down. Hanging with the brothers tonight, yeah. Come on down to the Brothers Commonplace tonight.
Alrighty, welcome everyone to the Brothers Commonplace, a comedy and crime podcast where we cover monsters, murders, mysteries, and more. And today we got a pretty cool topic to talk about, but before we jump into that, I want y'all to meet the rest of the Gorgonites.
What's going on, guys? This is Tim. I literally just thought of this opening just now, but I actually feel like the lead singer of Nickelback right now because I was actually able to master the self-checkout at Kroger.
Oh, yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Dude, if there's any like celebrity that I realistically think I have a chance with dating,
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne has married the lead singer from Sum 41 and the lead singer of Nickelback. So obviously she's into Scrubs.
She married Chad Kroger?
Yeah.
Wow.
She left Sum 41 guy for him.
Fuck yeah,
So
dude.
she's into Scrubs and banging ugly dudes. So
Yeah.
what's up, Avril Lavigne? We're the Brothers Commonplace.
So she's kind of into older guys, too? Because she left some 41-year-old guy?
Oh, my God. Nice.
All right, I'll take that.
He wasn't good enough for her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what's up? This is Spence. Just got back from a trip to India where I was working with needy kids, and they're in a different time zone, so they were still just celebrating Halloween. And I went in costume and I played with the kids and tried to give them a good time as they were hanging out there. And they called me Jack Skelling Fun. So that was a good time, and I'm glad I did that. But it's nice to be. I got back here just in time for Christmas, and I'm gonna head there to do Christmas there around Valentine's Day.
Hey, everybody, this is Toof, and if I were to commit suicide off a bridge, I at least make sure I wear my jumpsuit.
But if your friends all jumped off a bridge, would you do it too?
I guess that means they would have to also jump suit.
Oh, fuck yeah. And then, there'd be nobody to do the podcast anymore, so.
Yep. Hate to say I told you so.
All right.
God, it's stuck in my head.
Just a little tip for people that have trouble lasting in bed. If you watch that video by the Hives, the Hate to Say I Told You So, towards the end, there is a bass solo where it just zooms in on this kind of chubby, sweaty Mexican guy who's just jamming on a fucking Rickenbacker, and it just zooms in on his face. Just think about that. You'll last for fucking days. You guys want to see it real quick?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I have my alarm set for 9. I'll probably have to leave around then. God, dude, that guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, what about that lead singer looking like the guy from Clockwork Orange?
Yeah, I can
He
see
kind of
that.
did, yeah.
And it's your boy Kev, a.k.a. The Dirty Dog, and Mike Dexter's a god.
Mike Dexter's a role model.
Mike Dexter is an asshole.
Such a good movie.
After Mike Dexter beat me in the eye with a raisin.
I saw no third dimension.
So alrighty, today we bring you not only a mystery and a missing persons case, but it's another home state episode.
Oh,
so
shit.
join us for the disappearance of Leon Moncer. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's Moncer. So the disappearance of Leon and the strange events that quickly followed.
Shit, I thought this was a home star episode.
Is he the guy who brings you the champagne at like a restaurant? Come over here, Monsieur.
I know that at least Metallica named that album after him. Some kind of monster. And that was their best album for sure. So
Put down your news, I'll fucking hang Leon Moncer.
Oh man.
I'm madly in anger with Moncer.
oh my god.
Was he stuck inside Rihanna's head? Some kind of monster. Get out of my head.
All of our jokes are just fucking people's names, dude.
I heard the way he died was someone like compressed him and like squeezed all of his blood out and put him in a pen, and then they turned it into a movie and called it Monsters Inc.
Jesus.
Looks like we got them all out.
So before we jump into this case, though, let's go ahead and talk about the village in Ohio where it all takes place. The village, of course, being Bel Air.
Oh,
So,
nice.
hell yeah.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
Holmes, the Bel Air.
There's a Bel Air, Ohio.
I guess.
It's spelled. Is it like
Bellaire.
That's it. Yeah.
Where's it at?
It's on the very, very far east, right on the river.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind. I thought I have been there. Remember, there's Belleville.
Oh, yeah, Belleville.
I've been to Belleville, yeah.
Okay.
When I was younger and whenever Fresh Prince would come on, I used to always, you know the part where he's like, yo, Holmes, the Bel Air.
Yeah.
I'd always go, yo, Holmes, smell my wiener. And it's so not funny, but I would always say it, and my sister would get so fucking pissed off at me, and she would tell on me.
Oh,
my
my
God.
god.
Yo,
That's
Holmes,
awesome.
smell my wiener. It's so not funny that it's...
I used to try to do like the head thing he does at the end, like when the music is like fading out, he does that like weird little head twist.
Oh, yeah.
I can't fucking do it, but I always try to. Like, what the hell did you do there?
If you just jerk off to the B scene in My Girl, usually your head just does that naturally when you come.
That's
true.
true things, yeah.
And I didn't always try to do it, but it usually happened. The part, never mind, I was just going to be where the bullies pick them up and do that spinny thing with them. No bully's ever done that to someone. There's no way that could have ever happened. Imagine like robbing a bank and you don't have a gun, but you do that move.
Just make the person dizzy.
It's like they're bullies at like a square dancing festival.
The bully's always cosplaying as someone from the Wizard of Oz. The fucking tornado. So alrighty. Bel Air is a village in Belmont County and is part of the Wheeling, West Virginia Metropolitan Statistical Area. And it is located right on the Ohio River. So far east, right on the border. And I went on their Facebook to kind of see if I could learn a little bit about this place. And here's a pretty cool post that they had on their Facebook titled Our Story. Our little community in Ohio was going into decay. No more, in all caps. We are Bel Air, Ohio, and we will not put up with people or groups that want to put us down. I am a reporter that tells you the news, goes to and records the village meetings for you to make up your own minds on the state of the village of Bel Air, Ohio. I have no idea what that's about, but they sound pretty angry.
Yeah.
You said you mentioned something of the Far East and not having much experience with it?
Yes.
That is false, Kevin. We know you know everything about the Far East.
Yeah, dude. Just
Wait.
the Asian joke.
Okay, that's what I thought you were going for.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about the Far East in there.
That's true. Speaking of wheeling, I once went to a coffee shop for a concert, and there was a guy there that was performing, and he was in a wheelchair, and he was playing acoustic and singing, and he had a Wheeling, West Virginia shirt on.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I guess that's not really funny, but I mean to me, that is like super
yeah,
funny.
it's pretty ironic, at least.
Did you think he was a Pokemon?
Hey, who taught this fucking Pokemon how to sing and play guitar?
Is it Weaseling then or something like that?
Wheezing, coughing.
Oh, okay.
Coughing.
I guarantee that guy's favorite song was Ironic from Alanis Morissette, though, for sure.
Oh, dude.
It had to have been.
But a wheelchair guy in a wheeling shirt, that'd be like if I had a shirt that said not getting laid at proming.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty fucking redundant. We all know.
Yeah, the good thing, like, you tried getting it from my closet, but I was already wearing it that day. So, yeah, because your mom was not giving it up,
No,
man.
she's not, man. She's a tough case to crack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you guys stuck in there for a while?
Yeah.
Because I've never known you guys to ever leave the closet.
No, not when Dad keeps bringing snacks.
Are you sure it didn't say, it said Wheeling, West Virginia on his wheelchair, or did it say Thunder? Because the thunder rolls.
Oh, man. Holy
Poor
shit.
guy, dude.
Yeah.
He's just a nice guy. in a
Hopefully
fucking
this guy
wheelchair.
isn't a fan.
Yeah, he's probably not. Unless we were a Twisted Metal character named Axel. I'm just
Holy
joking.
shit, man.
And, well, another couple fun notes. The Bel Air Toll Bridge, that was filmed in the 1991 classic Silence of the Lambs.
Nice.
And the actor Ted Levine that played Buffalo Bill,
Yeah.
he was born in Bel Air.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Hey, Tim, look at the fun bags on that hose hound.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'd like to eat her liver with some farver beans and a nice bottle of Chianti.
Hey, he must work out.
How bad he gets that quote, dude. Farver beans
Yeah.
and Chianti.
So fucking funny. Also, back to wheelchair guy.
Come on.
It's pretty cool though. Like I hung out with him like almost a year ago to this day because hung out with him on New Year's and dude, just the confetti falling on him as the New Year. It's just fucking Lieutenant Dan.
Dude, I had this image in my head of like him, like on the yo-yo at like the fair, but they just hooked a chain to his wheelchair, so that way when it spins, his wheels are originally on the ground and he gets some pretty good speed, and then he just is like he's really flying.
But that's at the Ohio State Fair.
Oh, Tim, and I'm behind him, and I whispered in his ear, "I'm flying, Jack."
He should have like a light up
shit.
rims and an underglow. Like
Oh
a
my
freaking Ricer handicap person with like a spoiler on the back.
Oh fuck,
He has like the John Cena WWE title belt, but has his wheels.
dude! Imagine like how bad it would suck if you're this guy in like the wheelchair and you went to play laser tag and they put like one of the vests on you and on the chair.
Holy shit, dude.
He gets shot, but they're like, no, the chair's still in the game.
Oh, my God.
You get out, loser.
They're like, we don't know how. But yeah, you got last place. The chair got second to last.
The chair actually takes him out. The
Holy
chair's the one that
shit,
eliminates
dude.
him.
Jesus.
Dude, Kev, you mentioned about the flying jack.
Yeah.
That was Kevin's nickname when we got kicked out of skydiving school when he thought he was skydiving alone, but we actually saw what he was doing.
Skydiving Jack, dude. Yeah, I remember in DB Cooper, they made that movie about him called The Skyjacker. And I said they made the same movie about me, but for different reasons.
Yeah. So good.
So, alrighty, where were we? Oh, also born in the wonderful river village of Bel Air, the Cleveland Police Force's very own Timothy, I think it's Loman. It doesn't matter, because he's a piece of shit anyways. But he's the guy who shot that 12-year-old kid and killed him.
Oh, like where the
Good.
kid, like, but didn't the kid have like a fake gun?
Oof. Not good.
He could have, maybe that kid was going to like grow up and create like a disease like Super AIDS or something.
Well, the kid had like a fake gun, right? It was that one, right? Wasn't that the kid that had the fake gun?
Yes, we will actually touch on this subject real quick. So let's not be quick to judge or anything yet. I know this isn't the main story for the topic tonight, but let's get a little rundown on this case real quick, because maybe that officer was in the right.
Yeah, I kind of think. Well, I guess maybe I don't know that much.
Yeah, I'm just kind of joking. You'll find out he fucked up. So this
Yeah,
part...
he didn't perform the double tap.
So this happened November 22nd, 2014 in Cleveland, Ohio. And 911 had been called a few times because people reported seeing somebody, possibly a kid or a juvenile, that was pointing a pistol around at people outside at a nearby gazebo. However, the caller did say that the gun was probably fake, and the caller even mentioned that twice. So you can hear the 911 taser. He's like, yeah, there's a guy out here. He's scaring people. He keeps pulling out a gun and then putting it back in his waistband. It's probably fake, but he's scaring people.
Let me stop you there, though. Gazebo.
Gazebo. Yeah, so
Gazebo.
my dad, he can't say gazebo. He calls it gazebo. So we used to play this game where we just try to get him to say it as many times as we could. Like, hey, Dad, what's that wooden structure that is out there that you built right around the hot tub? He'd be like, gazebo. Like, all right, well, that's... What else we going to do today, Tim?
Gazebo.
So anyways, there's a surveillance video that shows Tamir, that's the name of the 12-year-old kid. He's standing at a gazebo, and it looks like he's alone, but the officer will later say that there are people around in the gazebo, and he was pointing the gun at him. And remember, this is a 12-year-old kid, and a black kid, we might add. And he is standing under the gazebo, and a police car pulls up in the grass right in front of the gazebo, like no joke, 5 feet away. Like the cop car just comes flying up into the grass, parks in front of the gazebo, and before the car even stops, he's already shot the kid.
Yeah, isn't that on video?
Yeah, within 2 seconds, like legit within 2 seconds of the car pulling in, Tamir is shot and he's already on the ground.
Yeah.
So that seems a little quick and excessive. And neither officer does anything to help the kid either or try to administer first aid. And then a minute later, Tamir's 14-year-old sister comes running over, and I shit you not, one of the fucking officers fucking rock bottoms her on the ground.
No, fuck yeah, nice.
And he I mean, it's not like a full-on rock bottom, but he really does like tackle her and shit. And he's like, if you don't calm down, you will be under arrest. She's 14, and her 12-year-old brother just got shot.
It was crazy. Like, they stopped filming after that, but like he like takes off one of his wristbands, just fucking people's elbows are right there. So
and then he pulled that guitar out of the trunk and sang a song about how he was super fucking lame.
Also,
oh, shit, that was in Cleveland.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. What was the kid's name? Tamir. That sounds like if my mom was just really lazy telling me to come here.
That's true.
Tamir. Yeah, Tamir.
That's part of mine. I would say I heard that story differently. I heard that he showed up in a yellow jumpsuit and threw a spear with a rope into the kid's chest and pulled him over and said, Tamir!
Tamir.
I was going to make fun of his name in a different way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Continuing with our tradition. What if he's one of the Tamir Tigers?
Oh, my God.
So the cops pull up. Within 2 seconds, they shoot him. 4 minutes later, an FBI agent that was in the area, he comes by to help. And then 8 minutes later, the 8 minutes isn't 8 minutes from the 4. It's 8 from the actual incident.
Yeah.
So 8 minutes from being shot, the paramedics finally arrive. And then 13 minutes after that, he's taken away on a stretcher.
What if like all these people like showing up, they're just like helping them like shoot the kid?
That's what I was going to make
like
the
the
joke
FBI shows up like they're shooting him again too.
They're just showing
like we
up.
gotta take this fucker out, and he's just laying there.
They're just showing up because the police force had Whose Line Is It Anyway Day, and they're playing that party game where they just have to walk in and pretend there's something. But yeah, so the kid gets shot. Then someone shows up from the FBI to help. Then the paramedics arrive. And then 13 minutes after getting shot, he's taken away on a stretcher. And then the next day, the kid's dead.
Damn, he wasn't dead like that. Like you would have thought he would have been dead the whole time.
The thing is, though, since he was alive, that's 13 minutes.
They
of
could
him
have saved him.
bleeding out, dying on the ground, surrounded by police officers.
It could have easily saved him.
Dude, that's crazy that... I know he's not wrestling at the time, so I guess like Nunzio did come over to help.
FBI. Holy shit.
Oh my god, dude.
The full-blooded Italians.
I hated that.
It took me a second. Dude, it was so bad. It was so bad.
Dude, I was laughing though. You're like, he was shot, and then 8 minutes later, an FBI officer came to help. He was like, I'll show you how to do the double tap.
It would have gone a lot better if he'd just been attacked by the fashion police.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And Officer Lohman, or whatever the hell his name is, he would eventually get fired. And then in 2018, the wonderful village of Bel Air would hire him as a part-time officer. And then 5 days later, he's like, nah, never mind, and withdrew his application.
Makes sense.
So that's, I don't know, the dude's just a fucking piece of shit.
What, did he find out there was no black people there?
In Bel Air.
Yeah, that's why I
He's
didn't
like,
want to
wait,
work
I
there.
don't see fucking Will anywhere. I quit.
Well, I mean, Uncle Phil's dead, so.
And then this part was just, rest in peace.
James Avery, right? Uncle Phil.
He's just Uncle
Yeah.
Phil and Shredder.
Yeah, that's right.
Turtles!
Is that his name's James Avery, though?
I think so, yeah.
So that cop, when he got to Bel Air, he's like, what's the black population here? They're like, there's not really any. He's like, what is this, a mall job? You don't give us guns then? I was like, get out of here, racist ass.
So this part is just taken from the Wikipedia page, but Cleveland Deputy Chief Tamba, I don't know.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, Lion King.
He stated, quote, the officer got out of the car and told the boy to put his hands up. The boy reached into his waistband, pulled out the gun, and then Lohman fired 2 shots. So he did get double tapped.
Nice.
No.
Well,
According
The whole time, Can You Feel the Love Tonight was playing.
According to Chief Toomba, the child did not threaten the officer verbally or physically. Then on November 26th, The day a video of the shooting was released, Chief Toomba is quoted as saying, Lohman shouted from the car 3 times at Tamir to show his hands as he approached the car, and the entire incident happened in less than 2 seconds. The officers later found that the gun was an airsoft gun, which had its orange safety tip removed. These weapons are actual-sized replicas of real guns designed to shoot non-lethal plastic pellets.
Those fuckers hurt, though, too.
So here's the thing. It does look like an actual gun, so I can see if you saw like someone with that gun, you'd want to be safe.
Yeah.
However, there is literally no possible way he could have shouted 3 times from his car to put his hands up when the actual car literally pulls up and they just shoot him immediately. The car isn't even fully stopped yet.
Yeah, I've
and
seen
they
the
fire
video,
twice at
Is there
him.
no sound in it?
I don't know. I don't think there's sound.
Okay.
No, because if there was, when Chief Toomba got there, the first thing he said was, I can see what's happening.
And they don't. And fucking that little black kid ain't got a clue.
Holy shit, that's good.
But they showed a video of Tamir, and he's just like any kid would be playing with a gun.
Yeah.
Like he just keeps pulling it out and like waving it and stuff. But he's like walking on like a sidewalk, just like a kid would.
I mean, honestly, the kid's kind of being stupid too.
Like
he shouldn't have done it. But yeah, the
But how
cop
the fuck are
probably
you
should
gonna
have shot
shoot
him.
this kid twice
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
without even trying to like just he flies up and like just fucking just shoots him twice.
I mean, no, the airsoft guns sting, so maybe he just
Yeah.
didn't. Maybe he just didn't
Removing the orange tip is stupid. Like,
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, none of
do
that
that.
was a good
It's
idea.
unnecessary.
Bad idea all around, I would say.
What if like they kept saying as a gazebo till the video came out and it was actually just like a bouncy castle surrounded by like tape that says like Nerf birthday party?
I like that you made birthday rhyme with Nerf. Nerf birthday. That was good.
The whole gazebo pops open and the entire white cast from Blazing Saddles comes out.
Oh my god. Fuck yeah. Dude.
Helps the officer shoot him.
Such a good movie, dude. So, alrighty, that was just a little side story, and there's a lot of like more details and shit on that.
I feel like
wanted to
we
mention
just
that.
did a whole podcast on that, though.
The real topic for today: the disappearance of Leon Moncer. However the fuck you pronounce his name, and might as well bring it up because we mentioned the word monster. We worked with a lady that looked 100% like Grandpa Munster and the Quaker Oats guy combined.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, and this lady, she was like not even old, like age wise.
No, I think she was like what in
She was in,
50s,
like,
like
her
late 50s. Yeah,
but she looked like if you were to find her diary, you would find pages about what life was like before the sun existed. That's
Hey,
old.
cocaine
she
is one
was.
hell of a drug.
Wait, what was the whole Cleveland shooting thing about?
What?
The whole thing we just did?
he was just
It
doing
was
like a
just
little
a side
side
story because that's where
What's
that cop
happening
was
in that
from.
town.
Oh, okay.
The cop was born there, and then
All right.
that town hired him back after this incident, and then
Okay.
he quit.
He's an Uber driver there now.
Now he's an Uber driver.
Yeah.
Him and Nick Hogan are Uber drivers.
Yeah. They both just stop the car and just shoot the person they're picking up.
Like, whoa, what are you doing? You putting on your seatbelt? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Get out.
Fuck that.
Strangely, though, they have 5 stars.
5 stars, dude.
Nick,
They use the Grand Theft Auto rating though.
I don't think Nick Hogan's doing Uber stuff anymore though, because I heard he had a gig with like new Quentin Tarantino movies doing Death Proof 2.
Oh man, that's a dark one. That's pretty good though, dude.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So here we go. Leon Arthur Moncer. He is the main guy in this story. He was born November 16th, 1960, and he was 21 years old at the time of his disappearance. He was a white male standing at 5'6" and weighing in at 145 pounds.
So we know that police officer didn't do it. So we can,
That's true.
Yeah, we can check him off then.
True, man.
Yeah. So you said white male. We know it wasn't Andrew or that police officer. So that's good.
What's really weird about Moncer's appearances, his ears are like on top of his head,
Yeah.
like really close to the top of his head. It's kind of like misshapen.
Yeah.
At least that's how he got the name Arthur.
Oh, come on, dude. Oh, my God.
Dude, I don't know how we didn't see that coming.
And Leon, he
Every
also...
day when you're walking down the street.
And Leon, he had brown eyes, brown hair, and a very fucking weak mustache game. His mustache is super fucking weak.
His brown eye was pretty good though.
His brown eye was
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Yeah, it was it was fucking just great. I mean, I was always in and out of there.
Always like the nicest little breeze around it.
There's nothing good than having 3 brown eyes and getting them all to wink at the same time.
Holy shit.
So Leon, he was last seen on February 18th, 1982. He had just left his home in the 65000 block, but I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. 65,000 block of Indian Run in Bel Air, Ohio. And then,
that is, because you couldn't say 6,500 block.
Yes, but 65,000 block sounds
I feel
weird.
like you would still call it 6,500.
Maybe there's a typo.
There
on
probably
their
is.
end.
Yeah.
Because I remember looking at it and checking, being like, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
So that was February 18th. And 2 days later, February 20th, his car, which is a gray Dodge Aspen, was found in a ditch on State Route 331, so 331, idling with the lights on. But this is according to some sources. Like 2 days with the keys in the ignition with the lights on seems a little iffy to me. Like, I don't know a ton about cars, but that's a fucking good battery.
The only thing I know about those cars is that the gas flows like wine.
I was just about to fucking say that.
Damn
Dude.
it.
I have that right here. Okay, this is gonna be my lead up to
Yeah.
it. And it was also said that the driver's side door was open and the dome light was still on, albeit very dim. But then again, we are talking about a car called Aspen. A car where the beer flows like wine, where beautiful women instinctively flock like the salmon at Capistrano.
So good.
It's been a while since I heard that. The last time I heard about a Dodge Aspen is when Kevin put all those school utensils in his ass and shot them at me.
Holy shit, that was good,
means
dude.
Someone had
That
to
was
yell
good.
out that command to warning Dodge Aspen.
Somebody new.
It's like a combo move.
It was the teacher wearing ISS.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
Oh, that was good shit.
Jesus.
When they found his car idling like that, I'm pretty sure somebody said, this is an Aspen. You can tell it's an Aspen because of the way it is.
So yeah, his car is found 2 days later with the door open, the keys in the ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen,
Ooh.
and the dome light is on. So these lights have been on for 2 days, possibly.
Was it fresh out the box?
It's all
Oh yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, what was I talking about? And inside his car, they found his coat, his cigarettes, his cigarette lighter, and also some change. And this is February in Ohio. It's cold as fuck. Like, it's not quite as cold as Josh Smith from the 3-point line.
Oh Jesus.
But it's up there.
I don't know. No, dude, February is when it starts to get warm.
You
I love you too.
The tooth.
what was I gonna say? I don't know if it was a lighthouse, but like 1 by land, 2 by sea, they like lit up a light so like you can tell someone's coming, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, like that's how they do for like at my house. We light up stuff when I want blowjobs, and we call it the dome light.
That's why I always have laryngitis.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Thanks.
And inside the Dodge Aspen, the interior was muddy and showed indications that a struggle had possibly taken place.
That's crazy. It was muddy in the Aspen.
Yeah, Kevin had 2 lunches that day.
Made a couple stops to Chipotle.
Yes, I did. And back to talking about Leon's family. So Leon, he is 21 years old, and he is married. He is married to a woman named Irene Zimmerman. And he had, Zimmerman, we talked about a black kid getting shot that shouldn't have.
God, George,
So
what are you doing?
always he's like the ghost of Christmas past.
He really
George
is,
Zimmerman.
man.
And also, strangely,
Wildman.
I do, #Wildman.
Actually, I think the kid's more the ghost of Christmas past.
Aw, rest in peace, buddy.
Well, this year he was anyway.
And in a weird way, I kind of think George Zimmerman may be my guardian angel.
Wait, dude. When did Andrew get here to say that one line?
And Leon and Irene, they had a 3-year-old daughter by the name of Julie. Now, some important things about Leon that we need to mention real quick. One, he was pretty troubled and seemed to have some problems, such as being addicted to alcohol. And he was said to have had a very short and violent temper.
Oh, they're gonna say penis.
No, well, I was about to, but I was like, well, let's talk about him, not me, for a bit.
Dude, am I the only one that every time you say Leon, I just keep thinking of the dude from Resident Evil?
I thought about that at
Leon
first. I was going to make a
Kennedy?
joke.
Yeah, I keep thinking of that.
But I was going to say, is that the French word for on?
Oh, wait, way on.
Leon.
So as far as the kind of problems that Leon had, he was working 3 jobs, which fuck that would blow. And he and his wife, Irene Zimmerman, they were currently in the process of getting divorced in 1982. So the year he went missing, they were in the process of getting divorced.
Yeah.
So he was drinking heavily, and at the same time, he was having an extramarital affair.
Well, she was too, because she got with Jim Carrey.
With Jim
Just me, myself, and
Me,
Irene.
myself,
That's not even
Irene.
funny.
Huh, I was going to say, that's kind of crazy. He has 3 jobs and he's also cheating. Like, that's a lot of time spent, but that's actually he's probably cheating at someone on another job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Or maybe he's cheating on the job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like, what do you, like, Leon, what are you doing? You're supposed to be chopping down these trees, and you're not. You're, I don't know, cement mixing, making cement stuff. Get out of here, Leon. You're fired.
Kev, if he was working like 3 jobs, you'd say they're all like probably like odd and end jobs. Like, you were some odd jobs, right?
Yeah, probably odd jobs.
So was one like on the set of 007?
Oh my god, just odd jobs. Oh,
And whipping
shit.
everyone's ass on the Nintendo 64. It's fucking cheating.
Yeah.
Good thing they didn't have Gary Coleman on there.
Oh, man.
Stalemate, dude.
Yeah. Damn.
Would have been a stalemate.
But despite all of Leon's cheating, that day he was no longer able to cheat death. Or was he?
I don't know.
Oh.
We'll have to find out.
Damn.
So this guy, Leon, he's a fucking piece of shit. He would beat up on not only his wife, but also his new girlfriend. So at this point, I mean, does anyone really give a shit why this guy disappeared?
No.
Because we can just say karma caught up with him. We can end the episode now.
Yeah,
You guys
I mean,
want?
I feel like we did enough of an episode on Trayvon Martin kid.
Yeah.
That wasn't his name either. That was just
No, it was like
Yeah.
Tamir. And then things start to get a little bit weird for the family. Leon, he became more and more paranoid, and he even wouldn't let Irene or his daughter Julie leave the house without him. Because he's drinking a lot more, he's having affairs, working 3 jobs, and he's going through a divorce. And also, he wouldn't let anyone take pictures of Julie. Like, she was never allowed to have her picture taken. Which
And
is
Julie's
a
the
little weird.
kid?
Yeah, his 3-year-old daughter.
Gotcha.
So she was like, she must have been of Indian descent or a vampire then, right?
I think so, because she didn't want to get her spirit captured.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that
he
makes
had to invite her in the house every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't have her leave, because he didn't want to invite her back.
And she'd throw the used toilet paper in the trash can instead of flushing it.
Fucking bitch, man.
That's gross. Ugh.
Hashtag Wildman.
Hashtag Wildman. And it was around this time that Leon became even more possessive and overly protective of Julie. And according to Irene and others, this isn't how Leon normally acted. Like, it seemed like before he didn't really give a shit. But all of a sudden, he's like super overprotective, and this side of him just seemed to come out of nowhere. And also during this time, the family received an interesting gift through their mail slot. Any guesses on what that might be?
A Google Home.
Google Home, that's a good...
Yeah, back in 81. Yeah.
What about you two?
A detective has like 50 pictures of him doing cheating acts, and he mailed them to them.
That's a good guess.
Pipe bomb.
That's also a good guess. Actually, a letter was placed through the mail slot, except this wasn't your just normal wizard acceptance letter into Hogwarts. This letter instead had little separate actual letters that were cut out of a magazine and rearranged on a piece of paper to make
Ew.
a sentence that read, quote, "Leave it alone or you are dead."
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
But strangely, Leon, he didn't seem concerned or bothered by this, and he just threw it away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They also had like really, really bad like Photoshop pictures of him like cheating and stuff on his wife. And like his wife just like rips, like she sees it, she's like, he doesn't even have a tattoo. It's just literally the same as
Nope,
Silverman.
that's definitely Darren, all right. I
would
guess I would dump him.
Like, you know how like people play like doctor, kids like play doctor and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, me and Kevin were like hitting our teenage years. We would play like a mailman and door.
Yeah.
And he would like try and fit stuff through my mail slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no trying, though. It was pretty easy.
Wait, I was saying, what are you talking about, teenagers? We did that yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, we called it mail slot back then. Now we just call it our boy pussies.
That's like, that might be like the funniest 2 words
Holy
to me
shit,
connected. Boy pussies.
The tube's is so big now, sometimes I go camping in there. The last time, though, I got attacked by a bear, so I'm not going to do it again. But, I mean, you know.
I think Vince McMahon wants to host a WrestleMania in there so he can break the attendance record.
Holy shit.
It's cool because I remember me and Tim, we were playing around in there. We ended up finding that medallion that Ace Ventura threw in there in the second movie.
Say, oh, you mean this?
Holy
medallion?
shit. Oh, man.
Sometimes Tooth's boy pussy, sometimes Tooth's boy pussy, it gets a little flooded in there. And I remember we spent our whole summer vacation. We were like, well, fuck it. Let's get all this water out of there. Let's unflood it. And we actually ended up finding the body of Ben McDaniel.
Dude.
My boy pussy is so big. My boy pussy is so big and flooded that one day I wiped and I found all these like supplies, like food and stuff, and I was like, oh, so that's what happened to all those Puerto Rico and Haiti and Houston things. Oh my god, dude. They just delivered them to me instead.
Jesus.
They found like the John F. Kennedy Jr. plane in there.
It kind of sucks. Like my boy pussy, it hasn't been getting like a whole lot of use lately. Like, ever since they shut down the Discovery Zone, I don't really have anything else taking up the room in there. I just remember the Discovery Zone. That place is fucking awesome.
Holy shit, dude.
There used to be Kevin's boy pussy was so bumpy from all the hemorrhoids on the edge of it that they used to put a roller coaster on and called the Disaster Transport.
So, my boy pussy, it used to get used as like an airplane hangar, which is like super cool. But you might not have actually heard the name of like the plane that used to land in there, because as soon as it came out, it changed names. Like it came in, like the airplane came in and landed in my boy pussy hangar. When it originally entered, the name was Enola Gay, and as soon as the plane took off, it became the Enola Gayest. And my dad was the pilot. So as far as finding this letter and then Leon supposedly being like, well, I'm not really bothered by it. I don't see anything. Like, he wasn't concerned at all by it. It seems a little fishy because this was during the time that he was supposedly like overly possessive and protective of Julie and his entire family. Like, he wouldn't let them leave without him. So you would think if he got that letter that said, like, leave it alone or you'll die, you think he would be more worried about it.
Like normal things bother him, like he like reaches into her purse, like loose change, you bitch. But then he finds this note. This is nothing.
This ain't nothing.
This
dude.
is fine. This is fine.
And spoiler alert: the writer of this letter has never been identified. Although, like, I don't know what the point exactly would be from his perspective, but I kind of think that this dipshit was just the one that wrote that letter himself.
Probably.
Like, if there was even a letter.
Yeah.
A lot of the information we have does come from Irene. So we'll talk about that a little bit later.
You know what, the one thing I never understood about like cutting out little letters and putting them and mailing them?
Yeah.
Like, besides it looking cool, I guess I don't know if I could say you'd have more DNA on there because you're spending all this time cutting it that like a hair might fall on something or something like that,
true.
or you can glue something underneath of it. Why not just get like a computer or typewriter and just type something out?
Well, I think when they were doing that, it was probably like before they could do that. Well, I guess they could have done typewriter.
Yeah, but I was like, why not just do typewriter if you're afraid of someone finding your handwriting?
Because like Zodiac did that, right? With like the cutting out.
No,
stuff.
you're thinking of Edward Nygma.
I don't even know who's that.
It's just from the Riddler. Remember in Batman Forever, they're figuring out like all the clues, and it's like E, like he spells his name's like Enigma, Edward Nygma. Edward Nygma is the Riddler. And like the fucking riddles are like, I've seen harder ones on popsicle sticks. Like they were like hands of a clock. Like that was one, a match. Like those were like the answers to these shitty riddles, and he had to have the old ass butler fucking answer him for him.
It's time to break the cycle of waste and mess. Time to stop accepting that the way things have been done are the way they should be done. Control-Alt-Delete everything you thought you knew about how to period. We're flipping the script, we're throwing out the book, we're challenging the period status quo. The Diva Cup is eco-friendly, reusable, and offers up to 12 hours leak-free protection. So what are you waiting for? Join the inner revolution with the Diva Cup. The Diva Cup is used for menstrual flow only. Always read and follow the user guide.
So that letter, it may have something or absolutely nothing to do with Leon's disappearance, but we'll probably never actually find out the significance of it. So Leon, he ignores the threat of this letter. He deems it unworthy of being investigated and then just continues on with his incredibly shitty life. And speaking of shitty life, I guarantee that nobody has a shittier life than music video Travis Tritt, because that guy's life fucking sucks. Like, if you watch the video trilogy of the songs Anymore, Tell Me I Was Dreaming, and then If I Lost You.
I like all those songs, but I've never seen the videos.
Dude, here's a summary of those videos.
He's dead, isn't he?
This is what happens in them. First, he goes to Vietnam. Then his legs get all fucked up. Then he's stuck in a wheelchair the rest of his life. And then he tries to play wheelchair basketball and fucking sucks at it. And he can't get the basketball, and he ends up falling out of his chair. And then he's afraid to talk to his wife because he's ashamed because he doesn't have working legs anymore. And he finally does contact her after his good black friend, who was like, he's like, you got to go talk to her. You got to talk to Annie. And then they're on a dock after he gets back with Annie. And she is washing the boat, and they're kind of like laughing, having a good time together. And then she's trying to climb from the boat to the dock. And then she slips on the soapy boat, falls, and breaks her neck on the deck. And then you find out that she was pregnant. And then since Travis Tritt, he's in a wheelchair and he can't get her, he kind of does that thing that like dogs do where they want like a ball that's in like a pond, but they can't reach it, so they just keep splashing their paw in the water.
Yeah.
He does that.
Fuck yes, dude.
And then she dies, but the baby lives, and he names her Annie.
Wow.
Wait, so he named his daughter after his wife?
Yes, Annie.
So when he was splashing in the water, was he yelling, Annie, are you okay?
Yeah, he might have.
Oh, wait, that's a different music video.
Dude, one of my favorite parts is at the very beginning of the first one where Travis Tritt, he's having these Vietnam flashbacks, and he's like having a nightmare, and he wakes up. And then all of a sudden, the black friend, that's when they first meet, he turns on a light. He's like, hey, soldier, I know about them dreams.
Wait, what, really?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
It's fucking awesome.
When the black guy first showed up, he should have said, Annie, get your gun.
And
That's terrible. I don't mean that.
No, that was Andrew again.
Yeah.
Right.
He came in for one more in line.
I got to show you guys
6
parts.
fucking months.
This is the one you always Snapchat us, right?
Yeah, I got to show you guys part of the video because they're fucking hilarious.
Oh, gosh.
He's dead, right? Isn't Travis Tritt dead?
Andrew?
I don't think so, no.
Or no, Randy Travis is dead. Maybe that's one that's dead.
No, Andrew's not dead yet. I still haven't found all the Dragon Balls.
That's gonna be your wish.
We keep actually trying to gather up the Dragon Balls. So, like, dude, let's get the Dragon Balls and wish for Andrew to be here on the podcast with us every week. But as soon as we get the Dragon Balls, we always forget, and we just end up wishing for Crystal Pepsi instead, even though they're in store
That
again.
is back. Well, yeah, but then, like, as soon as we got Crystal Pepsi, we were kind of like, we got one thing we wanted, but then we don't have Blue Pepsi back. So
all those
it's
Pepsis
like,
suck.
It's like Blue Pepsi or Andrew. I mean, we're going to pick Blue Pepsi every time. Oh, what the fuck?
Dude, I hear
Dude, I have seen this.
I know about those dreams. We've all got them. The name's Al.
This is the first time he's ever
Turns the light back off. He's like, come lay in bed with me, bruh.
Shit's so fucking funny.
Oh.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's a good song, though.
It is a good song.
Yes, it is. It's a really good song.
My soul. Oh, this is fucking hilarious.
Fuck yes, dude.
What are you trying to prove? You can't do it all by yourself.
Look at this. Look at this part. You can't do it.
Do it.
Do it. Amy?
Dude, the black guy looks like Mark Ingram from The Saints.
Dude, this is the best part.
Oh, man.
He finally gets up the strength to go back to her. This part is
Like,
so
she didn't know he was crippled in the war until now.
right. Look,
He comes.
Dude. Go get him, Mac.
What
Go
the
back.
fuck?
Go back like 20 seconds. Dude, it looks like It's Sunny in Philadelphia, the Lethal Weapon parody.
Yeah, it really does.
It does, yeah.
Sounds like him too.
It really does. It looks like when Mac does blackface, yeah.
Get him, Mac.
Go get him.
Oh, it even says Mac.
Yeah.
There's just a couple. I have this dream / memory where it's super real. And I honestly God was trying to find because I thought it was real.
Yeah.
In regards to the Travis Tritt music video. Like, I could have sworn there's one video where he's in the wheelchair and, like, he's just fucking given up on everything, and he rolls over to a pool and just, like, rolls into it. And
that was probably
and dies.
I think that was just wishful thinking, but
I swear to God, like, I can see it so clear. Like, I really thought that happened. Like, it shows him roll into the pool, and then the video ends with him, like, floating there.
yeah. Usually I have that same, like dream, like, where I'm not sure if it's real or not. I keep thinking it's real and it was awesome. It's just about losing my virginity, and I'm just like, I don't think it happened, but you know, I keep telling people it did.
Yeah, we keep drawing.
Oh, Andrew
out.
is here.
I know you say you like you remember it vividly.
Yeah.
It's just because you're trying to block out your memory. Like, I mean, it's been like 3 years since Grandpa passed at the Christmas party.
No, that time I pushed him in the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't have taken the last fucking pig in a blanket.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that
Old
deserves to
fuckers
be
had
drowned.
like 90
yeah.
years to eat some. So.
Yeah. Yeah, after that, I was like, you know, you deserve this. You know what I mean?
I thought you did that because you were mad because he got you blue socks when you wanted a pink sock.
You and your fucking pink sock jokes.
That added to it, yeah.
Alrighty, here we go. Anyways, this was in February, which was also the month in which he disappeared, like the whole letter fiasco. So just a couple days after receiving the letter, on February 18th, he leaves the house and tells Irene that he would be right back. Like, some sources say he promised her he was coming right back. But he's always, like, cheating on her and shit, and she knows about it, so...
Yeah.
But he didn't say where he was going. He didn't say why he was leaving. He didn't say if he was going to, like, go to someone's house, like a friend, or if he was going to meet up with someone. Like, anything important that might help us figure out what happened or where he went.
Yeah.
He never mentioned... never mentioned anything about it.
If this would have happened like 14 years later, he would have known that you're not supposed to say, I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, Jamie Kennedy didn't have a chance to tell him yet, but you're not supposed to say that.
I'm feeling a bit woozy here, man.
My mom and dad are going to be so mad at me.
I thought he was going to take the girl with him on a cross-country trip to, like, figure out the murder case. And they were going to pick up some guy named Whitey.
Oh my God, it's just me,
It's
myself, and
myself,
Irene
Irene.
again.
Dude, if I had one wish...
That wasn't about figuring out a murder case.
Dude, you know what would be awesome? Like, you know how at the end of Me, Myself, and Irene, she gets pulled over and it's just Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if, like, all of us brothers were in a car, we get pulled over, and, like, we're standing there facing the front, and we turn
It's
around,
Daniel.
and it's Daniel.
Oh,
He's
man.
fucking proposing to all
But
of
his
us.
dick's out.
His dick's out.
Yeah.
So,
But
so the fucking, all the road is blocked.
So, yeah, he couldn't do that because that would have fucking knocked the car into space. But yeah, that's a good thought.
And then in the morning, Irene gets a phone call that lets her know that Leon hadn't showed up to work that day. And then 2 days later, his Dodge Aspen would be found in a ditch near Powerline Park. In this quote from Irene, it was taken from an article in 2015. However, I don't know when the actual quote was.
Yeah.
But this is in regards to Leon's vehicle being found 2 days later. And this is what Irene says. My heart like sunk. I mean, I was happy. I was really happy because I figured maybe he was in there sleeping or something like that. But he wasn't in there. And Irene, she also had some other interesting comments to say on, like, in regards to the magazine letter warning thing. Irene says, I don't understand what it said, but from the way it sounded, it was like he knew something he shouldn't have known.
So they're asking her this like over 30 years later?
Well, this is from this was taken from an article in 2015, but I don't know when it was actually
Okay,
asked.
gotcha.
And for some reason, investigators, they didn't examine the car. And the family, as soon as they found it, they were allowed to take it home. And now nobody has any idea where that car even is. Like, it could have been sold or destroyed or who knows where it is.
Yeah.
And then we come across some more weird shit. For the next 6 months or so, Irene claims that she and Julie were being followed by a man in a pickup truck. And that's not all. For the next 2 years, a man, possibly the same one, would be standing outside their home at night wearing a dark hooded sweatshirt And Irene said that he would, quote, watch the house.
Did she ever call the cops?
No.
Why the fuck not?
I don't have any idea how to put this into a joke because it's not a joke. It's just something funny to me to where like she's talking to the cops and they're like, so there's a man outside her house. What do he look like? She's like, well, he was standing outside. He had a sweatshirt on, a hood, completely covered his face, and he was chewing on his own bones. Like, what are you talking about? What was that thing? What did you just say? What was he doing? He was wearing a hooded sweatshirt, and he had pant legs covering his legs as he chewed on his own bones. That's not even a joke. I don't know what it is, but it was funny to me.
Dude, I don't know why, but this just reminds me of the one shitty Fantastic Four movie, because I know there's a couple.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sam, you don't like any of the Fantastic Four
I mean, I could really say shitty Fantastic Four movie.
It's all of them.
Yeah, I was like, you guys can be like, which one? So I believe it's the first one when the Thing wanted to go back and like talk to his woman like as like the Thing, and he has like the hood on and he never actually goes and talks to her. So maybe this is just Leon. Like Leon got turned into the Thing.
Oh, I hope so, dude.
Yeah, and he's just waiting to go talk to his woman.
Maybe.
When she said that she saw a guy with a hoodie outside of her house, and she said she heard this music playing.
Oh my god.
I thought I'd get to the boom, boom, boom.
Keep it going.
Oh, okay. She's like, he's outside my house, and he's just wearing a hoodie, and he's just staring at me. And there's something on the hoodie. What is that? Is that spaghetti stains? Wow, there's a really long build-up to this, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought the song started with the...
No, it takes a second.
Jeez. What did I botch this one? Dude, honestly, this would be a great Killer's music to start off with. Like that...
And since this strange man was wearing a hood over his face, they couldn't actually see his facial features, and they couldn't recognize or identify him. And they said that he would also try to stay in the shadows outside of the house, hiding. But here's a quote on the man. It said, "This person would stand out in front of our house. He was in blue jeans and a black shirt with a hood on it, and he would stand there. I thought it might be him. Julie was everything to him. So was that him wanting to see her, to know what she looked like? I don't know. But also keep in mind that during this time that he disappeared, Julie was only 3. And if this was happening for 2 years, at the oldest, she would only be 5.
Yeah.
And the only people that have ever mentioned this story is Irene and Julie. And during those times, Irene also claimed to have received many strange, cruel, and mysterious phone calls from whom she did not know. But the caller would claim to know what happened to Leon. And here's another quote. This is from Irene on the phone calls. The caller would ask me, "Do you want to know where he's at?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I do." He said, "Well, his head's in a garbage bag in the river. His arms and legs are out in the strip pits."
What?
So, like, they didn't know anything else about him besides this. Is so fucking stupid. But they didn't know anything else about him besides his genes and that he's just like a mean guy.
Yeah.
So they just started calling him Mean Gene. I'm so
yeah.
fucking sorry.
Fuck yeah,
Man,
dude.
that's so dumb.
Mean Gene Okerlund, dude.
Yeah. That was not funny at all.
Dude,
That was a good one, Tim. I liked it.
The strip pits is the command I'd give Brad Pitt if I saw him in front of me in the room.
Strip pit.
Right now, let me see it. Let me see what they want.
In your fantasy, Brad Pitt? It's just the Office joke.
So for a few years, nothing else after that. That happened for like 2 years. And Leon, he was declared legally dead in 1988. And his mother ended up collecting his life insurance policy.
She did it.
And his police case file was lost during a previous sheriff's administration, but it was later located and the investigation was reopened in November of 2007.
The mom did it.
His mom?
Yeah.
We'll get to theories. But yeah, so everything that's happened, like all the evidence, like the letters, phone calls, seeing him out there, that's only Irene that's saying any of this shit.
Yeah.
So
Why the fuck not call the cops?
now, to Sheriff Fred Thompson, the one who reopened the case, he said this evidence clearly indicates foul play. Quote, "It sounds like someone knew he was going to be out there on this road at a certain time, and they had a surprise for him." And then more strange events unfolded, and There were even people that claimed that they saw Leon months past his disappearance, but that always happens. Anytime someone disappears, they get like a million people that are like, oh, I saw him here, I saw him there. But yeah, Leon, like we said, in 1988, he'd be declared dead. And till today, the case still remains unsolved. Yeah.
Well, I heard he's going to be starring in a movie soon. It's like written and everything. There keeps being like rumors about it. I know LeBron's supposed to play in it or whatever, but he's going to be like a villain. He's got his own basketball team, the Monstars. So yeah, it's supposed to be a Space Jam too. So this was his big reveal.
Then they're gonna do one with Jaden Smith and call it Little Monstars.
Oh yeah, they are.
And Irene, she would eventually remarry, and Leon's daughter Julie. From an interview in 2007, then this was like during 2007, I think she was in her late 20s or so. She said, I feel like he's still alive. He's somewhere, I just don't know where. And Sheriff Thompson feels that someone out there knows what happened to him, and he's hoping that one day he'll get to hear from that person or persons. Quote, they don't have to give us their name if they don't want to. Just call us in with what they know or what they think they know.
Yeah. I feel like this guy's just a douche and nobody cared when he went missing.
That's the thing. That's what I get the feeling too, is like the reason this hasn't been super investigated is that this dude was like an alcoholic who beat his wife and cheated on her and beat his girlfriend. It's like the world's kind of a little bit better now.
Yeah,
that Leon's gone.
Karma caught up to him in some way.
That's the same thing I get from this case too.
So nobody really cared enough to be like, oh, okay, where's this guy at?
It's kind of like the same thing about like how Andrew's not been on the podcast. Like no one really cares enough to investigate why he's been missing because everyone knows he's a piece of shit.
Oh, come on. He's not a piece of shit. He's just dead because we killed him.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
Now he's a piece of fish shit.
Oh, that's where... Oh, well, Spence just, told everybody where he's at, but...
He is fish shit because Tooth turned him to worm food.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Leon's sister Hazel. Sister Hazel.
Is that from...
That's that fucking band.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, what do they sing?
I
They
have no
sing
idea.
All For You.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was going to be like something from, what's the Nicolas Cage? Wicker Man. I was thinking it was going to be something from Wicker Man.
Oh my god.
Of course, another plant.
Yeah.
Sister Rose.
So good.
How to get burned. So Leon's sister Hazel, she believes her brother was murdered. And she says that her father died grieving for his son, and their mother still grieves for him, and the killer pretty much devastated their whole family.
Hazel's lucky the killer didn't come after her, tie her up and ass fuck her. Different Hazel, my bad.
Who?
Porn reference.
Oh.
Is it Jenna Hayes? Is that
No.
sister?
There's a porn star named Hazel.
Ah,
She does
okay.
anal.
And Irene said, not knowing is the hardest part. Even after all these years, you still want to know. And have you guys ever seen the movie Dirty Work?
Oh yeah, the hookers in the trunk.
Yeah, with Norm Macdonald.
Chris Farley.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
No,
Chris
I haven't
Farley's
seen
in
it.
it. There's a part where Norm Macdonald, he's in jail, and he's like, you know what hurts the most? It was the lack of respect. The lack of respect hurts the most. Actually, it was that other thing, but besides that, it's the lack of respect. Wait, that's Artie Lang, right?
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen what that motherfucker's nose looks
Dude,
like?
pull it up.
It
Pull
looks.
it up.
Oh my god. Okay. Everyone listening, just Google Artie Lang's nose.
I don't know. Like you said, it hurts the most not knowing. Well, I don't know what algebra is, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't fucking hurt me one bit.
Wait, what else was he in? Because he looks familiar.
Mad TV.
Yeah, he was in a lot of shit. He was on Howard Stern and stuff.
Yeah, that's his probably most popular.
And Leon's daughter, Julie, who was only 3 years old whenever he disappeared, she said, I wish I would have gotten to know him. I just don't know where he is. And now, Ryan Aller with the Belmont County Sheriff's Office said, quote, I guarantee someone knows what happened to Leon, maybe more than one person, and I guarantee you that. What detectives need is for someone to come forward, and at the very least, they could have the common courtesy to reach out and let somebody know where he is. So even though this case reopened in 2007, they haven't gotten any closer or figured out what happened to this guy. And he would now be in his late 50s or 60s probably, if he was alive. So we're not to theories yet, although there is only one real suspect that we can really talk about because it's the only other person in this story.
Yeah.
And it kind of sounds like the police think she did it too. she did it also because they're always like, we think we know someone who knows something. We just want them to come forward. Like they keep beating around the bush.
Yeah, I think his daughter did it too.
Yeah, I do think she did it. She was 3.
Yeah, she was definitely the culprit. She did it for money. To pay off her hookers.
Well, I mean, they don't call it the terrible twos for nothing.
But also, just going back to the daughter, though, I think she's better off without knowing him, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the dude sounds like a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and he may have, changed or something, but if you're a wife beater and, somebody cheats on your wife, honestly, what are you going to teach your daughter that's going to be anything, usable or anything, positive at all?
Yeah, no matter what the story is, as soon as I hear, he was beating his wife, that's the end of sympathy for me. It's
absolutely. There's
but then on top of that, it's he's beating his wife and his girlfriend and his new girlfriend is beating her
while
too.
He's cheating on them both, beating them. Yeah, you can't teach your daughter anything good. So she probably lived a better life.
The best thing he did for her was to get murdered,
absolutely,
or disappear. Whatever happened, that was
whatever Andrew did to him.
Yeah. And there were reported sightings of Leon shortly after his disappearance. And every lead, they said, was investigated. However, they didn't find any new evidence or anything that would prove that the sightings were accurate. And the most recent development in Leon's case happened in 2015. Investigators stated that they followed a lead to Columbus, Ohio, and they went to this basement and they dug it up, searching for the remains of Leon. Though they didn't find any evidence, investigators said that they will continue to follow up on any tip related to Leon's disappearance until the case is resolved. Which will never happen.
Did they say what that lead was?
Nope. That was the only thing I could find about it. There's really not a whole lot of information about this.
Interesting to know why they went and started burying or digging, what they thought that they were going to find.
And Ryan Aller with the Belmont County Sheriff's Office said, hope is a dangerous thing, and I would tell anybody in this situation that chances are he passed on long ago. We do believe he is dead. He was declared legally dead, and circumstances of him missing were extremely suspicious. And according to Leon's family, they say that they aren't sure who, if anyone, would want to harm or kill Leon. And they state that he loved people. That's Leon's side of the family, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
But, I mean, I could think of 2 people that probably want to kill him.
Yeah,
both
totally.
that have fucking black eyes and a bruised face from this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so CM Punk wanted to fight him? That's the only person I know with black eyes.
Yeah, and that'd be the only fight I'd root for this guy to win at.
And probably the only other fight this guy can win.
So here's another quote from Irene. We get a lot of Irene quotes. She says, I mean, there are some things that happened, prior to him leaving that made me feel that he was not doing the things right. Which, I mean, I know his family feels sympathy for him because, that's their son, their brother and stuff. But anyone else just sees an alcoholic wife beater. So it's kind of hard to actually care about what happened to this dude. But Julie, of course, she hopes her father's still alive. She says, either way, I'll be sad. If he's alive, I'll be sad that he left. And if something happened to him, I'll be sad that somebody took him from me. And then Irene follows up with, I will want to know who did it. Why I want to know? We have a right to know, and Julie needs to know. And then she probably turned and looked at the camera and winked and went, shh.
And then queefed.
And then fucking queefed out, and his fucking head flew out. No, a bunch of pens flew out.
Since is Leon the bad guy who's dead?
Leon is the name of the guy who disappeared.
Okay, the piece of shit wife beater, right?
Yeah.
All right. All Leon's family does is miss things, so they must be the fucking kicker for the Browns at the beginning of the season.
So some notes real quick before theories. If a man was outside the house watching for 2 years, somebody else would have noticed. As far as we know, no one contacted the police or even mentioned a guy out there. And Julie, she was only 3 years old. She easily could have been manipulated or led to believe that there was someone out there, perhaps by her mother. The phone calls, they were never verified or proven to have happened either. All we have is the word of Irene, and that's the same with the letter. And we don't know if she ever filed a report on the stalker / mysterious strange guy. It's not really believed that she did, though. Or maybe if she didn't report any, it could possibly be because she was too scared. We don't know, because if he was beating her, sometimes she might have thought if he found out, then things would get worse. I don't really know. But now we're on to theories.
So the obvious theory is that Irene did it.
Yeah, we have two theories. Well, I only listed two theories. I mean, we can hear all your guys' theories if you have any.
Yeah.
But the main two theories are, one, he disappeared on his own, or two, he was murdered, either A, by Irene, or B, somebody else.
There's like a really good theory, like where Irene did it, and somebody actually like made like a script of like what probably happened, like what like she said and everything, and so like she's just like pissed, like he's beating her and stuff like that, and like finally she just fucking shoots him, and like right after she does it, she's like, "Lee off."
Oh man,
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, sorry, that's so dumb.
So as far as disappearing on his own, do any of you guys think that he may have disappeared on his own?
No, Irene killed him, dude. There's like at least that's what I think.
Can I sing my theory?
Yeah, I'm gonna sing mine too.
Irene did it. Do you think I've gone too far?
Irene did it. Left that Aspen car.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I did a little single thing to kill Leon now.
I don't know what song that is.
Dave Matthews.
Oh, okay.
I would have thought he disappeared, but it sounds like he held his daughter Julie really dear. So he wouldn't have left her, so he probably got murdered.
That's that Travis Tritt song.
Fits so well.
Yeah, I don't think he disappeared on his own, especially if, like, they said he was a heavy smoker, and he left his coat and his cigarettes, and it's, like, in the middle of February. And plus, I just don't think he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Well, he did leave a note in the car, though.
Yeah.
I want to say it, but I think I'm supposed to yell it when I read this. I think it's time I disappear.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And I hope my mom made supper.
If he ever does get found, somebody needs to go up to him and really sternly tell him, that's why you always remember to leave a note.
Yeah, dude. And his fucking arm flew off.
Oh, yeah.
So, theory 2, murdered, either A, by Irene, or B, somebody else. I do think he was murdered, and I think Irene had a lot to do with it, but I don't know if she was the one that actually murdered him or not.
No.
Perhaps Irene, like, hired somebody, or maybe since he was cheating around, maybe he messed with the wrong girl, and her husband or boyfriend found out and murdered him. Who knows, but I do think he was probably murdered.
Here's the other thing, though. Here's what I was thinking earlier. I forgot about the letters, cut out letter thing.
Yes.
And the just the way his car was left and the way the person kept calling years afterward. That all seems like trying to fake his own disappearance, and it seems like going way overboard.
Exactly, yeah. And because, like, all the evidence, like the phone calls, the mysterious man, the letter, Irene's the one who brought all that up, and no one else ever witnessed any of that. Especially if there's a guy for 2 years outside your house.
Yeah, you call the cops.
Someone would have noticed.
Yeah, somebody would call the cops. It was Irene, but also I do have to crack the joke that it was his mom, though, because she got the money.
She's like, how much did you get? We actually got $84.
Yeah, well,
pretty good.
Fair trade.
And we got that Aspen. It gets pretty good gas.
They got $1 for every punch thrown.
Aspen gets good gas.
After we clean out the mud stains.
And also, the one weird thing about the murder is they were just about to get divorced. So murder seems like it could be kind of extreme in this case. However, they did have a kid together, so maybe she didn't want to risk losing the kid or having to share. I don't know. But I mean, I think he was probably murdered, and I really think the police are like 95% sure that Irene has something to do with it, and they probably just don't care.
I heard like he he was being on her and stuff, and like she paid like a hitman to kill him, and she's like, dude, all I have is like $20. This guy's like, whatever, I'll just do it. And then he goes back to her and he gives her $10 back.
$10, that's about what we paid the time we tried to hire a hitman.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I heard that he didn't get murdered. What happened is he wrecked his car in the ditch, and then he just happened to find that other car with that basketball team that was in that car.
Oh.
And he just blended in so perfectly with them.
Oh,
never
man.
mind. That's
It's just the
gonna be me.
retarded
It's
ones.
Just the Special Olympics basketball team that
I know
disappeared.
which one you're talking about. Dude, that was still a creepy ass story though.
Well, she could have easily hired a hitman because it's in Ohio and they are known for their killers.
That's true.
And when they disappeared, maybe they stuck them on a rocket ship and sent them into space because Ohio is also known for the most astronauts,
A lot of astronauts here. That's true.
Damn, man, Toof's got a good theory there.
Well, if he did leave that car behind, I guess that'd make him an astronaut.
All right, I like that.
So, like, fuck, dude, if we had a Ouija board and could give Andrew a mic, since, we killed him and stuff, he would tell us, like, how that black guy, what the fuck's his name?
Which one?
The black guy Andrew always blames.
Oh, Rico
Yeah,
Harris.
how Rico Harris did it. Yeah,
Fuck
Andrew
yeah,
would tell us his theory, but he's dead, so he can't. But
all right, here's my theory that I'm gonna sing to you guys. It goes, "Come on, Irene. Yeah, your husband was mean, so you killed him. Now he's deader than shit. Hey, Irene, we know you killed your husband. Hey, Irene." Like, I imagine that, like, they call her into, like, the police office, and, like, the detective, like, the police chief is the one that does the first part, and then, like, outside the window, the rest of the force is out there, and they're all going, "We know you killed your husband."
But they do it around Christmas, and they just let her leave with a candy cane.
I mean, honestly, I really think Irene probably had something to do with it.
Oh, yeah, Irene
or did it herself. But I mean, who cares?
Honestly, hashtag wild woman.
Hashtag wild woman.
Yeah, for sure.
She had the right to kill
Oh,
her,
yeah,
too.
kill that fucker. Yeah, like, I have no sympathy at all.
No one has the right to murder anyone, guys.
That's a good point, Toof.
Damn, Toof.
Well said,
You
too.
just cut me right to the core, man.
That is true. Yeah, what have we become?
Yeah, she should have just Lorraine Bobbitt his ass.
Cut his dick off.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that girl, Loretta Bobbitt? You guys ever heard that song?
No,
Yeah, I heard it.
Did you hear it in an E-Fucked video?
I'm sure Toof
That's
did.
where
yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah,
I'm sure
probably.
Toof did, yeah.
Dude, nothing's more sadder when she cut off the Bobbitt guy's dick and it was still bigger than yours.
John Bobbitt.
That's a weird looking dick. Have you seen it? It's fucking goofy.
Yeah, it is weird, yeah. Wait, you talking about mine or John Bobbitt's?
Yeah, both.
Oh, damn. Never mind.
So already, anything about this case before we jump into our honorary brother of the week?
I was gonna say I saw Tim's dick once, and
Well, I already know it's a lie when you say once, but okay, keep going.
But yeah, I regularly see Tim's dick, and I always get mistaken if it's his dick or if it's that like statue that Helga makes in Harold made out of gum.
Hey, dude, I'll take that because usually Kev like mistakes it for like a fucking piece of rice and he eats it because he's Asian.
Well, in my defense, I pretty much pretend everything's a piece of rice.
This
so
is very true.
I
Yeah.
miss my, my home back east.
But do you rate foods with rice?
So alrighty, here we go. Honorary Brother of the Week by T-Bro CP, the Brothers Commonplace.
Ooh.
The Great Ones. One of my favorite podcasts. 5 stars all the way. Totally recommended. Also, I'm totally not Trig, Spencer's younger brother tricking you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Trig.
Wait, so who is it then? Oh,
Nah, he had him tricked.
yeah.
Whoa.
So hell yeah.
Good work,
thanks.
man. Good work.
Hell yeah, thanks, brother.
We'll take it, even if it is fraud.
And if anyone else wants to be an honorary brother of the week, all you got to do is leave us an iTunes review. We just pull those in order, and we'll give you a shout-out and read your review. Also, we were at 94 total reviews. We're almost to 100.
Damn.
So let's, if everyone listening wants to help out some brothers, help us get to 100. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys hate us, if we get to 100, we'll stop.
We'll stop.
We won't make a single podcast after that.
We won't?
Yeah, if one person gives us a 5-star review and tells us to stop, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah,
I kind of want to. I kind of miss having free time.
Yeah, we'll just stop. I mean, Andrew already did, so.
He's a fucking genius.
He's like the Irene of us.
All right, now it's time to give our Patreon shout-outs. So, last episode, we did a shout-out for everyone that was on our Patreon. So, this week, we're going to shout out our newest ones. We have JT, John, the Wildman from Queens.
Oh man,
yeah.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
Chloe Baldock updated her the amount she's given us also.
Yeah, I feel like
Thanks, Chloe.
Yeah, Chloe's a shit. Yeah, absolutely.
Wait,
And then also we have Jonathan 18, who is fucking also upped his pay. We got a lot of
nice.
people
dude, you guys
that
are,
have recently like upped their pay, like John the Wildman from Queens.
Yeah.
He's fucking giving us $20 a month.
Yeah, dude, we don't deserve that.
No,
man.
we don't, dude.
we're not even funny.
what's
Like, I feel like he's sending it to the wrong people.
No, it's funny though. He's sent us some messages.
Yeah.
And he's a pretty funny dude.
Yeah.
He's obviously from Queens, like we said. He's like, dude, I fucking love when you guys talk about beating up juggalos. He's like, calling people schmucks.
Yes, dude.
Oh, Toof, I told him, because we're going to send stickers out to everyone. So I posted on Patreon. Some people that signed up, we don't have your address. So if you want stickers, send us a message on Patreon or email us and give us an address. We'll mail some out to you. But since John, the fucking Wildman from Queens, is giving us so much money, I told him you draw him a picture or something.
Oh, okay. Fuck yeah, dude. That's
and
awesome.
We'll mail that to him.
Yeah, Toof. I love Toof's drawings.
Oh, yeah.
Chloe Baldock?
Chloe Baldock.
Well, what's the thing where you like put your penis in another guy's force thing? Is that just called docking?
Oh, that's what do we call that? Saturday nights.
Yeah. But,
Live. Saturday Night Live.
That'd be better than the fucking real Saturday Night Live.
Right now, yeah. Not in the 90s, right now, for sure.
Well, me and John Bobbitt used to dock all the time, but ever since his accident, then we just have to ball dock now.
Okay. By the way, when
good.
you were giving Chloe Baldock the shout out on the last episode, you were like, yeah, on the Christmas one, you said Kelly Baldock. That's her mother's name.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
So hell yeah.
He was close. That's awesome. I like how we're come on, Toof.
You're like,
It's not
Toof, God damn it, we
Yeah.
just said her fucking name. You're like, Chloe Baldock? Like, it's not fucking it either,
You
man.
got the name wrong twice. Dude, last episode was good.
Thank you all for listening to another episode of the Brothers Commonplace. If you'd like to contact us, we'd love it if you would. You can check us out on Twitter, on Facebook. You can email us with brotherscommonplace@gmail.com. You can check out our website, brotherscommon.place. You can find us on Spreaker. You can find us on iTunes. And speaking of those, we would really love it if you'd leave us a 5-star review, and you'll get a shout-out if you do. But the way to get the major shout-outs and the stickers and all the good loot and shit is to sign up on Patreon. You sign up at the $5 level, you will start getting all kinds of goodies. But you know what? If you just want to support the podcast, you can support at the $1 level, the $2.50, or whatever. You decide.
2.5
It's up to
inches
you.
like my penis.
Yeah, and if
Right.
you don't sign up for the Patreon, we'll Irene your ass.
Yeah, we fucking will.
I'll ream your ass.
Oh.
Well, then I'm definitely not signing up.
I'll toss that salad, Jeremiah.
No, I'm definitely still not going to sign up.
I'll lick that boy pussy, too.
Again.
Speaking of boy pussy,
Yes?
you want to introduce something?
Yeah, you want to come in and say, hey, what's up? I'm Kevin's dad. Psych, that was me. What do you want to do?
Where's the wisdom?
Oh, hey, Toof. You want to hit us with some words of wisdom, brother?
All right, hell yeah. So, despite Andrew not being on the show, he still does promote us, which is nice. And he does this like aerobics class where we wear like spandex and shit, and we like do yoga poses and stuff. And I decided to join him. Might as well at least have an active brother on the yoga thing to help promote stuff. And those like spandex where you can like have like writing and stuff on them.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We have like Brothers Commonplace. You know what? If you go to threadless.com and look up Brothers Commonplace, there might actually be yoga pants where you can put Brothers Commonplace on.
On your ass.
Maybe.
Actually, there are leggings, but you would have to set up the file for it.
Okay.
So we don't have any.
But it could happen eventually, someone.
How would you like to have #Wildman across your ass?
Oh, hell
Dude, I would
yes.
love to fucking like look at some girl butts with #Wildman on it,
Hell
though,
yeah,
for sure.
dude. Or any
Or just
butts. Like,
Daniel's butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like Tristan Thompson, I don't even care. He's got a pretty nice ass.
Yeah, I mean, he's no Shelley Duncan, but
He's
I mean,
no Shelley
who's
Duncan.
gonna be,
That's
honestly?
true.
But we're doing this like yoga class and stuff. And have you guys heard of Kegel exercises?
Yeah, dude, I'm doing it right now.
It's like the tightening of the vagina muscles.
I'm doing my
Well,
Kegels
like
right
me
now.
and Andrew do that where we tighten our ass and stuff because our boy pussies were pretty loose. So, we grew up really weird doing stuff. And so me and Andrew kind of like bump our butts together and like fight and like old Roman style stuff. And it's all about tightening your asshole and stuff. And we named the class Clash of the Titans.
That was good, dude.
That's the only fight that Andrew can win.
Fuck yeah, dude. Originally, Aaron Hernandez was part of the Clash of the Titans, but he
fuck
took it
yes.
a different direction.
Oh yeah, he did. Fucking
Fuck yeah, dude. Thanks, Toof.
Yeah,
You should check out our thread list because we've just updated our inventory with more colors and more styles for you to choose from. So get on over there and get yourself some swagger.
Hell
The
yeah.
logo is now free.
Yeah,
Nope,
they're-
that's not true.
Wait, no. I meant like free from the box. Like it's like
fresh out the box. Yeah,
fresh out the
there's,
box.
There's also like you'd have to ask us for it, but there's like a code, and you type in the code, and you just get like a shirt with Toof's dick on it.
Yeah,
so,
it's pretty awesome. Though.
Yeah, but hurry up and order that because it's going back in the vault.
Yeah, it's going back in the vault. And,
with Pocahontas
and honestly,
Aristocats.
Honestly, it's basically just a plain shirt, But if you have magnifying glass or something, you can find it.
Song of the South.
Oh wait, did I say Toof's? I meant my dick.
I'm issuing a challenge to all my listeners out there, right?
I'm right here. You're looking me in the eyes, brother.
Anyway, I'm listening a challenge to all the listeners out there. I will buy you every single item on the Threadless store.
That's impossible.
If you get a tattoo of all the brothers sucking each other off in a weird pentagram.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So wait, do I get all that stuff if I already had that tattoo?
Well, you can post the picture of your tattoo online so they can draw some inspiration from it.
Oh, okay.
All right, dude. I like that.
JK.
So thank you everyone for listening and supporting us, whether it's on iTunes, leaving us reviews, or on Patreon. And we love it whenever anyone reaches out to us. People have been commenting on stuff and sending us emails and a lot of stuff lately. That's been super cool. I've been called K-Fed recently, and I've been called K-Dog. I've been getting a lot of cool K names.
I like that,
the K-Fed
dude.
one cracked me up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what I call our supporters?
What's that?
I call them my bras. And that's not slang for like some surfer bro thing. Like that's like a bra strap because they support us like no other.
Oh
do,
fuck
man.
yeah, dude!
They
I love
do.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Toof.
Toof, you're the man.
And,
If they sent us a telegram, they'd be our wire bras.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
And as long as they don't use wire hangers, everything will be all right because Mommy Dearest will beat the fucking shit out of you. So just a reminder of that.
Yeah.
I recently watched that clip, like no joke, 2 days ago. Scariest. It's scarier than any scary movie. It is fucking terrifying.
Dude, I honestly laughed just to laugh. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm about to show you guys. You guys, in my Bigfoot rap, I say I'll be smacking that ass like my name was Mommy Dearest because this lady beats her kids for having wire hangers, and it's the scariest fucking thing ever. But yeah, just thank you everyone for supporting us. You can check us out on threadless.brotherscommonplace.com where you can get some cool merchandise. And thanks to Spence, he put up our logo that is transparent. So that way, if you don't want the background, you can just get the skulls and microphone and the Brothers Commonplace, and it looks good on like any color. So that's super cool. And we also have Patreon that you can support us on. We'll send you a thank you letter, and we'll send you some stickers and all that other cool shit. And we've been getting tons of requests lately for cases and topics, and that has been super awesome. So keep those coming because that helps us out a lot.
Absolutely.
All right, Primo.
Basically, I don't think we've had like a movie request in a while. I don't think we've even done a movie in a while.
No, we got to do next week. Hopefully, we'll do Drop Dead Gorgeous.
So we have one. But yeah, we don't have any movie requests.
Someone did send us one. We had someone send us like 3. Remember?
No,
I can't remember what it was. I'll look it up.
Okay. Well, damn, that's not looking great on me asking them to give us more. But yeah, send us some more movie requests because I mean it's always fun to watch the shitty movies that you guys want us to review. Except for that fucking what was the strangling guy one? What was that one called?
Don't answer the phone.
That one was so fucking bad,
sucks.
dude.
Opinion.
That was so fucking bad. But you know, if you can find one where actually no, I challenge everybody, find one worse than that.
If one person just gives us a 5-star review, like we're at 94, right? 94 5-star 94 reviews. If we just literally get one more review, I'll star in a fucking scene for scene take of that movie.
I feel like you would do that even if they didn't send one.
It's
And
like
you're
that.
gonna film it solo at work, aren't you?
Oh my god! It's like that fucking Facebook post is like 1 like and I'll do this, and you like it yourself. I was like, okay, I guess I got to now.
So that movie request was from John Shane Renaudin. It's called Tears of the Black Tiger, and it's a Thai Western.
Damn.
All right, anything else before we shut her down?
No, I think so.
All right, thank you all for listening. Be good.
Stay safe.
Laugh at the dark stuff.
Hashtag Wildman.
Hashtag thank you, Mark.
Hashtag T-Bro Nutsack. Hashtag Boy Pussies.
Hashtag boy pussies. Yeah, that's the best one.
Hashtag Waking Up Dangerously.
Oh, Baker Mayfield, baby.
Hashtag I gotta call something about empty pipes. From Half Baked.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Calling all podcasters, musicians, vloggers, and reporters, and everyone else who wants crystal clear recording that's super portable. The Shure Motive family of microphones makes studio quality audio that's as simple as plug and play. Many of the world's top podcasters rely on Shure, and with a Motive line of iOS and USB microphones, portability is now your friend. Imagine being able to get great audio quickly and easily from your phone, tablet, or computer. Simply visit shure.com/motive to start getting great audio for your content now. That's SHURE.com/MOTIV.